Hello guys, how are you all? Welcome back to another problem in the series of cracking the coding interview. Today we will discuss the rotate matrix problem. Given an n cross n matrix, we need to perform the rotation of this matrix by 90 degrees. Let's see one example to understand this problem thoroughly. Consider a matrix of size 4 and it is shown here. The output is also shown. The objective is to tilt this matrix towards the right by 90 degrees. When we do that, see the first column from the bottom, that values 4, 9, 5, 1 becomes the first row as shown. The second column becomes the second row, so on and so forth. The easiest way to do this is by rotating layers. That is, the first rotate the outer layer, then the inner layer, and so on. How do we rotate these layers? That is by performing circular rotation on each layer. Let's see how this is done. Move the left edge to the top edge, bottom edge to the left edge, right edge to the bottom edge, and top edge to the right edge. In other words, copy ith element of the left with the ith element of top, the ith element of bottom with the ith element of the left, the ith element of the right with the ith element of bottom, the ith element of top with the ith element of the right. Here, first column is the left edge and row is the top edge, the first row. The last column is the right edge and the last row is the bottom edge. Let's trace the algorithm in this example. First we will go to the outer layer. Here we need to swap the left edge to the top edge. That is, here left edge is 4 and we need to somehow move it to the top edge, that is right here. Now I will update this value here. Bottom edge to the left edge, that is, here bottom edge is 7 and we need to somehow move it to the left edge, that is here. Right edge to the bottom edge, that is 4, and we need to move this to the bottom edge right here. Oh, let's update 4. Top edge to the right edge, move 1 to the right edge, move 1 to the right edge, 1 is written here. That ends the first iteration on the first layer. Next, perform second iteration again with the first layer. Let's do that. Okay, again we need to follow the algorithm. First, left edge, that is 9, is moved to the top edge. Bottom edge 6 is moved to the left edge. Next, right edge 8 is moved to the bottom edge. And finally, top edge 2 is moved to the right edge. That ends the second iteration. Now, last iteration on the first layer. Okay, again follow the algorithm. and result will look like this. That ends first layer. Now go to second layer and apply the same algorithm. This is how it looks. Let us see how we can solve this. First, as usual, create an object of the scanner class to read the inputs. Let's print some message to enter the size of the matrix. Read the size and store it in the variable n. Create a 2D array to store the matrix values. Use two for loops I and j to read the matrix inputs. For loop I for rows and for loop j for columns. Now comes the main part. We know we update the matrix layer by layer, right? So this for loop is to trace the layers. Initialize first and last. They are basically used to point layers in the matrix. Variable first indicates the outermost layer when layer value is 0. The last indicates the total number of times you need to run the algorithm, the swapping operation with respect to the current layer. As in this example of 4x4 matrix, for the outermost layer we have updated the matrix 3 times. I hope you remember that. This for loop runs our algorithm of swapping the contents. Offset is used to point element in the matrix, that is to point for the second time when this loop runs. During the first iteration of both loops, the top holds the first element in the first row. Next 4 lines of code are our main algorithm. Here the swapping operation takes place. The first line is copying left edge value to the top edge. The second line is copying bottom edge value to the left edge. Third line is copying the right edge value to the bottom edge. And finally, the last line is copying top edge value to the right edge. Now let's print the updated matrix value. If you like the video, please subscribe and support. Thank you for watching this video.